A lot of people think a burro is either doing it right or they're resisting. But with red, I've learned something different. Sometimes a burro can be trying and still not fully settled inside. So, what looks like confusion or inconsistency is often actually an effort mixed with uncertainty. And if you don't recognize that, you can misread what's actually happening. Not every nervous animal is trying to avoid the lesson. Sometimes they're genuinely trying to stay present while still feeling unsure inside, and those moments can look messy, even when real progress is happening. With Red, there are moments he is genuinely participating. He'll step into the question, he'll offer effort, he'll try to understand, but it doesn't always look clean. There can still be hesitation before responding, moments of uncertainty, quick adjustments or resets, brief reactions before he comes back. So it's not full confidence, and it's not full avoidance either. It's something in the middle. And this is where a lot of misunderstanding happens. Because people expect learning to look smooth, but real learning with a nervous animal is often layered like this. Sometimes those small reactions are actually part of the learning process. Because Red is not just learning the physical thing I'm asking him to do, he's also learning how to stay mentally present while he feels unsure. So there are moments where you can almost see him thinking it through in real time. He wants to try, but part of him still feels cautious. And when I see him come back and try again after the nervous moment, that matters more than something looking perfect the first time. Effort and fear can exist together. One of the biggest things I pay attention to is this: effort does not automatically mean comfort, and fear does not automatically mean refusal. Both can exist at the same time. With Red, there are moments where he is clearly trying to figure things out, but his nervous system can still react before he fully settles into the idea. So you see a pattern of try, pause, think, try again. And those pauses are not failures. Those are processing moments. That's where learning is actually happening, even if he doesn't look confident yet. And I think this is where people accidentally become too hard on sensitive animals. Because if every nervous moment gets treated like a disobedience, the donkey starts feeling pressure instead of clarity. But when I see Red pause and then come back and try again, that tells me he's still mentally engaged. He's not leaving the conversation. And that matters a lot more to me than whether everything looks smooth right away, because confidence is not built by never feeling uncertain. Confidence is built by learning that you can work through uncertainty without falling apart. The small moments really add up. A big part of this has been working through simple handling and repetition, not pushing for perfect responses, but noticing when he stays in the conversation. Even the small moments, a second of softness, a calmer attempt, a quieter response after hesitation. These moments don't look dramatic, but they really are meaningful. Because that's where you start to see that your donkeys start to think, I can stay here and think instead of react. And that's the foundation of confidence, not perfection. Repetition with understanding. And sometimes the progress that matters the most is the kind people almost overlook. A nervous donkey staying mentally present for 2 extra seconds matters. Trying again after getting startled matters. Softening a little faster than they did the day before matters. Those tiny changes are where confidence starts building because a donkey, before they can feel truly confident, they first have to learn that they can feel unsure without needing to completely leave mentally or emotionally. And that part takes patience. What people often miss with burros like Red is this: they assume hesitation is resistance. So when they see a pause or uncertainty, they think they need to increase pressure or repetition. But what I'm seeing is different. He's not refusing. He's still learning how to stay mentally steady while something is being asked of him. And that takes time. Because understanding something and feeling safe doing it are not the same thing. And if we rush that part, we can accidentally create more worry instead of more confidence. Because a donkey that feels pressure while uncertain may stop trying altogether. But when they're given time to think, process, and come back mentally, that's where real confidence starts to grow. Not from forcing them past fear, but from helping them realize they can stay in the conversation without falling apart. And for nervous donkeys like Red, those small moments of staying present matter more than people realize. So with Red, I'm not looking for perfect responses. I'm looking for effort that stays in the conversation, even if it slows, even if it's inconsistent, even if it is still developing. Because that effort tells me something important. He is still trying to understand. And that's what I don't want to rush. Because confidence doesn't come from getting it perfect once. It comes from repeated moments of trying while still building trust in the process. I also want to take a second to thank our channel members. Your support truly helps us keep creating videos like this and continue working with these wild burros. For anyone interested, we do have memberships at different levels. Some people join simply to support what we're doing here, which helps more than you know. And other membership levels include additional training videos where I go more in depth into my thought process during sessions and explain why I make certain decisions while working with the donkeys in real time. And for anyone wanting more hands-on help, we also offer online coaching, in-person clinics, and gentling camps. No matter where you're at in your journey, I'm really glad that you're here learning alongside of us. See you in the next one.